sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this January the 23rd. Hard to believe that the month seems to be flying through. The older you get, the faster it goes. I always wanted to turn 16, then I wanted to turn something else, and turn 40, and turn 50, and now I've just turned. So going to have a good show, as we always do, on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Shelby McCall is our show producer, pushing the buttons. And this is BW time, and only a few of y'all recognize that. You recognize the laugh, it's Bonus Wong, and it is for Saturday. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I am doing great for an old man. And, of course, Bill Cooksey will join us later in the show. He is also with us on Fourth Saturday, and he's going to join us in probably the third or fourth segment. We'll have Bill join in on us, but we're going to kind of move around during today's show. I think we're really, as I was telling Shelby, I don't know how many radio shows can start here in Memphis doing a segment, then go to Gainesville, Florida, and then go to Lolo, Montana, and then go to San Francisco and finish up, I guess, in Benton, Kentucky, right, Ron? Major League Fishing, is that where they?
Yeah. They're out of Benton, Kentucky.
Yeah, so we're going to be touching a lot of bases, and I know a lot of you folks, he's got like 17,000 fans on his on Facebook, and that's Mr. Wong. And you see him catching those same fish all the time, but
well, you sound like Robbie Jordan. I'm going to correct you guys on that.
No. Don't
because
you and your buddy had some success this past week. I saw you had some tough days, but you had some good days because the weather's been kind of up and down a little bit here for middle to late January. But some folks are wanting to know, what's he catching them on? And Ron always explains, and I really like that about when.
It's this time of the year, Larry, the fish are eating like they should be doing.
Yeah.
If the conditions are right, but they're eating shad, and they're eating small shad that are about 2 inches, 2.5, max 3 inches.
Okay.
Small shad.
Yeah.
And what they do is they kind of gather the shad up, if you will, and start eating on them. Now, a bass will only have to eat about once every, this time of the year with the water temperatures in the mid-40s to the high 40s, they'll only have to eat about once every 35 to 40 hours.
Really?
And if they have the opportunity, they will gorge themselves. What you need to do, any fisherman, is you go out on any lake or any pond or anything, look for a couple of things.
All right.
One, seagulls. Are there any, and where are they at?
I'm writing that down. Okay, seagulls.
That's
okay.
And two,
look
for something sticking out of the water. Because that is like a magnet of sunlight and warmth that goes down the water, and that'll be your warmest water. And what we're using
Yeah, what are you using?
It's real simple. I am using, you're not going to believe this, a
What?
peanut craft lure crappie jig that he pours up for me.
Crappie jig.
That's an eighth of an ounce
Yeah.
with a 3/0 bass hook on it.
Okay. All right.
And we're using a Strike King or Rage Tail made by Strike King,
Yes.
2.75 or a 3.25 swim bait.
Amazing.
And
okay.
And here's what we're doing. And here's anywhere you go, whether it's Sardis, Enid, Grenada, Pickwick, when you take that bait, you throw it out, but you don't just start retrieving.
All right.
Kind of see how high are the bait fish.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
if you're sitting in 25 feet of water and the bait fish are from 5 feet down to 8 feet, let's say,
Yes.
what you're going to do is you're going to take that bait, you're going to throw it out, cast it out, and you're going to let it sink to at least the 8-foot mark.
Okay. All right.
And the reason is those bass are coming up out of the deeper water and eating. So the first thing you want them to see is your bait.
Yeah. Okay.
So you go and throw it out, cast it out, let it sink, count it down. We're counting it down to about a count of 5 or 6.
Okay.
And then we're using a slow retrieve.
Slow.
And pausing it about once every 3 to 4 turns of the radio, pausing it, letting it get back down, because a swim bait tends to move up because of the resistance on the tail and that.
Amazing.
So,
all right.
and you know, the fishing is really
You're amazing,
pretty
Ron.
good.
You're amazing, Ron.
Anywhere.
You're amazing, Ron. Folks, he's not looking. I guarantee he's not here, but I know he's not looking at things because he's got about 15 rods and reels on his table there, but he's not looking at notes. This is all coming off the top of his head. So that's why we appreciate and have BW.
Well, it's
Bonus Wong is all normally about fishing more because Ron is out every day he can. Now
that's right.
He doesn't take many sunrise pictures. Okay, all right, but
I don't do sunrise other than on on the second and fourth Saturday of every month.
That's it. That's the only time. And this is really, that's why we call it Bonus Wong. But you were talking about that, and of course now you've got your electronics, Ron. I mean, you got to know where these fish are. You're using that to find out where the shad, where the bait fish are, and things along that line. And you get to know areas that I know that you know places where it looks like the fish should be there, and sometimes, most times they are because you've done it before and things like. But I'm amazed at your combination that you put together. A lot of people will just go out there and throw a spinnerbait or something along that line. You guys know I'm not the expert bass fisherman, but if Ron just put together a recipe that I'm thinking, if my wife was cooking this cake, she's going to go through the same thing that Ron just went through. Look for seagulls, look for stick-ups, the peanut craft crappie jig. Did y'all hear that? It pours for him. And he's got, the 1/8 and the 3/0, and I hope y'all are listening to this because it's
it's
and this is
a very
January
simple way to
fishing,
fish.
right, Ron? This is January.
Yeah, and the thing you do want to be cognizant of is try to stay near deep water.
Near deep water,
because that's where the fish are. And for those of you that are fishing private lakes or residential area lakes, and even lakes or regular lakes, Sardis, Pickwick, rocks. Okay? Rocks, riprap is always closer to deeper water.
Yes.
And it also absorbs any sunlight that there is, and it warms it up. A 1 degree difference makes a difference in whether you're going to catch a fish or not.
1 degree, and that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
And the water temperature right now, Ron, is basically
right now is mid-40s to high 40s.
Okay. All right.
And that's on all of our lakes.
That's all of the lakes, and we've had a relatively mild winter so far. knock
so
on
far,
knock
and,
on the
you know,
table here. So
I look back a little bit on a couple of notes that I take occasionally, and last year the water temperatures were probably 2 to 3 degrees warmer this time of the year than they are this right now, because right now it's somewhere around 45, 46, 47 degrees. Last year it got to 49 a couple of times, and that was it.
well,
But all in all, you know, the crappie are biting really well right now.
yeah, I see that. Yeah, Robbie Jordan posts pictures. The crappie are biting. The
Yep.
walleye, I'm here in
And
Sauger
sauger are biting well.
really
Yes.
well over at Pickwick, y'all.
And you know what? They're so easy to catch right now.
Yeah,
You just take you a 1 ounce or a 3/4 ounce short hair jig,
yeah,
and you can either tip it with a minnow or tip it with a small swim bait, drop it straight down, and you're looking for holes in the river.
yeah.
Because they sit in the holes
They do,
and
don't
behind
they?
rocks,
Yeah.
and that's how they eat.
Well, they're
It's
eating.
so easy.
Yeah, easy to eat right now. Before we take
And
this
they're
break,
good to eat.
they are great to eat. We want to throw out a happy anniversary to Mark Rose and his wife Christy. I saw it. I think they said 25 years, and Mark said that he asked her to marry her on the boat ramp at Mud Island. So that's
That's right.
congratulations, Mark and Christy Rose over there. Okay, for that. All right, let's take a break. We're going to start this thing rolling this morning. Get ready. It's Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 and all you folks in Brownsville and Jackson. We'll be right back.